Hello and welcome to another Rise of Kings video. This is actually my second time recording this since it seemed to have deleted my video, but I'm going to be showing off the really cool new features of auto translation, auto barb farming, and I'll also be showing off the auto help system. So what is auto help? You just saw it on my screen. Basically, without doing anything, my game automatically helps people. It isn't really like a crazy system. It's just something that's more of a passive thing. It'll be much more impactful in fighting when we have, hundreds of people on and you're not really paying attention to the help button, but people need it for healing. So that's something that's very helpful. Translation is just exactly what you expect. I'm not going to show that off again. I showed it when I made this video literally 15 minutes ago and it got deleted. But the auto barb feature. So first, just for the sake of the video, you know what? Let me just do it this way. This is fine. So what you're going to do is you're going to come down to the search button. You will click this button over here, all this new stuff. And, I have some presets. You're just going to click your presets or set a barb march, whatever you want to do. And there's a couple things of note here. Let's just do 3. That's fine. It's when do you want to send your marches home up here. So I would do something like, 40% is probably fine. What levels do you want to do? This is especially notable for things like, MGE, where you get points for certain barb levels. In SOC, it's crystal tech, right? You get different crystal levels. And then what are the total attacks? So basically, you get up to 100 attacks, where ignore this number's wrong. This is a mistaken game. I'll talk about that too. And you can set it to use AP. So essentially, these 3 marches will not come home until either 40% health is remaining, see it auto helps, or I run out of AP, of course, or they do 100 attacks. So if I hit start, you'll see it spends the AP. It's sending out my marches, and it didn't choose the 43 because I set it to do 45 or up. So it's hitting the 46. You can see that there isn't really one close, which gets into the next issue I wanted to discuss, which is you really need to choose the right march speed. So I purposefully chose a very fast march with gear and probably something that's a little bit slower. It's a mix with infantry. So we'll see that go. We also, unfortunately, lose the value of this, where they're not going to kill this. And you get to see here, right? They leave it behind. They're choosing the next 45 and up Barb. You can see that she is being left behind compared to the CC. And this is especially a good example because it's a far run. And it's just a risky run. So they're going to keep going until they hit 100. Now, why do you like this system? What is it good for? Basically, if you want to go do the laundry, if you want to go cook, if you want to have dinner with that type of thing, and you're pushing MGE barbs, you're pushing supply event, you want to push Crystal Tech Honor, you're pushing Zone 4 Crystal Tech, to be ready for war, those type of things, you can set this to go while you go, live your life, and it'll go kill all the barbs, get you what you need. Now, what happens if you, say, want to come back after doing laundry, and you're like, okay, I set it to 100 attacks. What do? I don't know how many they have left. I don't want to leave again just for them to have went home or stopped working because they hit 100. If you actually go to your mail, see more auto helps. If you actually go to your mail, which I'll do in a second, you will notice, 1, it said you used the action point pots because I have it set to do this. But 2, if you go to your mail, it says auto peacekeeping 3, right? Auto peacekeeping 2. You can see that it's tracking the amount of barbs they're killing. And so with that said, if you came back after doing, the laundry, and it said 97 barbs on auto peacekeeping, you know that you only have 3 barbs left before you have to go send them out again or restart them. So it's a useful little noted feature. It's, again, you can just see them going around. It's not AP effective. Let me stop them there. Giving order will stop the auto peacekeeping. I will continue. I don't want to interrupt this person's chaining. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Now, where do you want to be careful? I do not believe for things like Marauders, right? Marauders, where it's one specific type of barbarian. I believe it will work to kill the Marauders, but I'm pretty confident it will not discriminate. And so what I mean by that is, let's say this one is a Marauder and you only use AP on Marauders. I believe it will target this as well and then go to this. In other words, wasting your AP. I also believe there are naturally the same level of barbarians that they're considered. spawning in the home kingdom. So the only solution to that, which is a solution, you could do this, is if you can set it to level 25, which I believe Marauders are. Like, someone fact check me on that in the comments if I'm wrong. But you could set it to 25, go to somewhere like Zone 1, where there's only low-level barbarians, and it should work, perfectly fine. You can set it to use 100 attacks, unlimited AP, go live your life, and it'll kill Marauders. Unfortunately for me, on my free-to-play account, I can't do that because it's free-to-play. And this is a pay-to-play feature as I continue to auto-help people. But yeah, so if you got some value to this, it is a very, very cool feature. I hope you, get to utilize it yourself. I know I will when I do eventually do an honor push. I don't quite have enough AP pots, I think, yet. So eventually I will, and I will definitely be utilizing this. Leave a comment if you think it is useful, or if not, tell me why. I would love if we get something like this for forts. That would be super powerful in the home kingdom. But yes, leave that comment, leave a like, subscribe. I will be live streaming at around 18 UTC today, if not earlier. And it'll be just a chill stream where I kind of do daily stuff. I'm just going to hang out, talk, watch some KVKs if there's any going on, show off both kingdoms, whatever need be. And yeah, I'll be hanging out. So I'll see you then. Subscribe. Take care, everyone.